The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, Dave Molly, Jesse Baller with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Hokies will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes the junior running back. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Mobley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Oh, what a move. Made him miss again. And he's brought down after a nice game. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Using his feet. There's a crease. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got...
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
Running the red zone. It's Mobley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
And see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the
And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Split backs here. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I like that. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the play, it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Looking for a crease, it's Mobley. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created negative play.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Running inside, it's Mobley. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Might as well give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make him feel you. Keep him off balance.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Hand off to Joyner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Joyner. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Hokies will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll give it to Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have...
Caught, and he's got room. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's going to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here.
He's got it at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. Grabs it in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the number 20 team, the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Bringing it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with the Hokies head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here's a give to Joyner. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Their field, this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the ground, it's Mobley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offside.
Offense will take. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Picks up the 1st down. Here's a little room there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were
looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Hokies in the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this.
Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And the defense drags him down. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Might be changing the route. Motion from the back. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking left. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The run inside. It's Joyner. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Joyner again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hokies! And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It's on target and complete. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wants to return it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop. It at the 39. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Go, go.
Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton.
And there's an example in a 2-minute situation trying to win this game. You can still run the football and generate explosive plays.
And the Hokies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The pull and throw off the RPO. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he's dragged down.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they've got the lead in the final minute. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take, Jesse, that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball football game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.